Welcome back, boys. I know y'all missed my beautiful face. It's time to talk about this trading though on a beautiful Saturday evening. You feel me? Beautiful Saturday evening. Now this trading strategy I've been using, I've been teaching it to my students. They've been killing it. Let's look at. I'm gonna show y'all Andy. Well, if I can find the message, but and this strategy has almost brought my student to tears. Right, he was there, like he was happy, and I sound like I'm hyping myself up, but I'm not. It's just a strategy I like to use, and it's super simple. You get what I'm saying? And I'm going to be teaching y'all boys it today. You feel? But yeah, it has happened every freaking day today, every stinking deacon day. You feel me? I've used it throughout this week, so let's talk about it, especially for Thursday and Friday. Thursday, let's talk about it. What we have right here, what I peep, not even right there. What we do have here is a sweep of liquidity. Sweep of liquidity, broker structure, pull back, push back up, right? But I used it for London session. Sweep of liquidity here, breaker structure right here. What do I wait to do? Wait for this pullback into this area. Boom, tap right there. I believe I entered like right here. I didn't bottom ticket fully. Above Asia highs, aiming for London lows like that. Something like that. That was my first trade. All I did was wait for a liquidity sweep, breaker structure, re-entry. That's it. Same thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not going to go too in-depth. Nah, I can't. I got y'all boys. Now, look. Reason I entered here, though, what do we create here? An order block, right? We created an order block. I enter in off of this order block. Boom, that's why I enter right there, because of this order block. Boom, we dump down, right? First, we had sweep of liquidity, and I think we had an SMT at this high as well. And what I like to do is to tie in a bunch of confluences together. I don't just use one confluence, you feel me? I have a strategy, right? But like I tell my students, right, I tie. Some people trade off of just confluences in general, but you need to have a reasoning, and that's what confluences are for, right? But you should not be trading confluences just in general. What I mean by that, just because you see a fair value gap, don't mean that little fair value gap is going to work, man. Okay, I'm just letting you know that fair value gap is not always going to work. You feel me? But once you do use a strategy, now you use your confluences on top of your strategy. I know the market, I can picture how the market moves, so I can use my confluences to tie in with the strategy. We have an SMT sweep of liquidity at a higher time frame using a higher key time frame of liquidity, right? Sweep that. We break structure during London session. We have a pullback during London session, and we dump during London session after that. Because why? We are in a downtrend. We just catching a consolidation. You feel me? Same thing happens again here. Sweep of liquidity. Come break structure. Come up into this like an hour fair value gap, I think. No, it wasn't a fair value gap here. This is just a little demand zone, I'd say. I like to call these demand zones. I don't care if they not called demand zones or what, but I like to call these demand zones. And when we get into this area, we just dump. Same thing happened for yesterday, which was Friday. Okay, yesterday was Friday. I swear this trade was so freaking beautiful, man. Y'all just don't understand how amazing this trade was. Okay, first off, like I said, sweep liquidity at these highs right here. Then we have a breaker structure. Dang, did I read that wrong? No, breaker structure. My bad. Have a breaker structure right here. After we had this breaker structure, what did we decide to do during London session? We decided to push back up, right? Now, usually when we do this, right, what I've noticed when we do this and doing pre-market or doing at the end of London session, when London has gotten done doing what it needs to do, we're going to do the opposite in New York session. Not every time. Most of the time, if London session ends off with it going up, New York session is going to most likely do the opposite, so go down. If it goes up, not goes up. If it goes down, New York session is going to go up. You see right here, London session goes down, then it comes up, then boom, dang, hold on. Yeah, we go down for the first half, sweep liquidity, then we push back up and go back down for the second half. You get what I'm saying? Here. It goes up right here, then it goes down. Now I can't find the other time. I think this was it goes down right here. It goes up. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what it was. But yeah, so that's what I like to do. Now, of course, I wait for confirmations. That's another thing that you have to do. You have to wait for confirmations when you are trading. Don't just enter a trade just because you feel like something is going to happen. That's where you start to lose. But yeah, for yesterday, after we get this break of structure, I see that we are consolidating in this area right here, right? See that we are consolidating in this area. Now my student peeped this out because I broke down this trade with my the class last night, and he peeped out this order block. I didn't even see this. I actually just marked out this whole entire zone like this from that top candle to that bottom candle right here. And this why I actually had a terrible entry. Well, not that bad. It wasn't bad, but I could have got stopped out because I entered right here, and I had my wicks above this high right here. But if I would have entered up here, I could have protected it up here like that. You feel me? But it is what it is. You know, I missed that, but it was an order block right there that I could have entered off of, but I didn't see it. And this was the trade I took yesterday. This was the trade I took. Now I took this on micro Nasdaq with 5 minis, so this was $3,000. Half of it on micro Nasdaq, that'll be half of that. So this was a $1,500 trade. Which was an amazing, beautiful trade. If we go down to the 1 minute, you can see it didn't go straight to TP like I would have liked it. You feel me? We was consolidating a little bit, and then after like around the macro time, we just dump. You feel me? Around the macro time, we dump. Then all yesterday we just dumped. So you could have caught some trades. You could have got in right here, caught this trade, got in right here. And for these lows, it's a lot of places where you could have got in at. You didn't take a trade yesterday. It's understandable because like the market, you would expect the market to climb back up. No, my nigga, we continue downward. So yeah, but it literally you just wait for a sweep of liquidity. You see it here, sweep liquidity right here. Liquidity got swept. After liquidity was swept, what we have right here, after liquidity got swept, we broke structure right here. Broke structure right here. Structure was broken. Wait for a pullback right here. Don't get confused, okay? Don't get confused because looking at the 1 minute, this looks like a break of structure. But what do we have up here, right? Hold on, let me go to the 15 minute. If we on the 15 minute, what do we have right here? We have imbalances, okay? When we have imbalances like that, they have to be filled, all right? They have to be filled. So you can think this is a break of structure because we swept liquidity and all of that, but we have imbalances that have to be filled right here. That's why we have this pullback, and that's why I entered right there, okay? Don't get confused with this. You feel me? Don't get confused. Don't get faked out by these because you would think, oh man, since you are just since we have a break of structure here, we swept liquidity. You know what I'm saying? No. Look, the reason you can also tell by the candle closure, right? If you look at these candle closures, we close strongly below these lows, right? So that most likely we're going to grab liquidity up here and push down lower. But when we see that we sweep liquidity like right here, we have a little small candle sweeping this out and then pushing down lower. We don't have a strong candle close below. Right here we closed above it a little bit, then we came back. We have strong candle closures to the downside. We swept liquidity right here, just a little candle sweep, strong closures down, candle closures down to the downside. Here we had a little sweep, strong candle closures up to the upside. You get what I'm saying? It's just look at the candlesticks and look at price actions to confirm all of that. But this is the strategy I use every day. You know, not every day. I'm gonna be honest, not every day. You know what I'm saying? But you feel me? Gotta make it seem like that for the YouTube. But yeah, though, this is what I use. This is what I teach my students. Of course, they get more knowledge. I break the trades down with them, all of that type of stuff. But this, if you want, you know, that's it. You feel me? There's nothing else to it. God loves y'all boys. I'll catch y'all in another video. Peace the freak out.